Have you ever been sitting in the same room as your dog when they suddenly got up, looked at you, and came to lie beside you for no apparent reason? As if they sensed the worry passing through your mind. That was not a coincidence. In today's video, we're going to talk about 6 things your dog perceives before you do. And the most surprising one is waiting for you near the end of the list. Your dog knows your mood before you do. This is not a metaphor. Separate studies conducted by researchers at Colorado State University and the University of Vienna found that dogs can detect the human emotional state at a biochemical level, in the blood and in sweat. They are listening to you. But are you listening to them? Watch this video until the end, because the last point will permanently change the way you see your dog, and perhaps the way you see yourself. Have you ever had your dog suddenly become restless and pace around the house for no obvious reason? As if they were sensing something you couldn't hear at all. There is a name for this: P-wave detection. Before earthquakes occur, the Earth produces infrasound between 0.1 and 10 Hz. The lowest frequency the human ear can detect is around 20 Hz, which means we simply cannot perceive these signals physically. But dogs can. An observational study conducted by the Japan Dog Club in collaboration with the University of Tokyo recorded unusual behaviors in dogs an average of 30 to 45 minutes before major tremors. Continuous barking, clawing at doors, refusing to eat. If your dog has ever panicked for no apparent reason, don't call them crazy. They may be processing a world you haven't yet noticed exists. What if your dog repeatedly sniffed a specific area of your body without any visible cause? Maybe your wrist, maybe a spot on your thigh. That behavior is not random. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania's Working Dog Center showed that trained dogs can detect certain types of cancer through scent with an accuracy of up to 96%. Cancerous tissue releases volatile organic compounds that differ from those of healthy cells. Dogs, equipped with 300 million scent receptors in their noses, can distinguish that difference. For comparison, humans have approximately 6 million scent receptors. Your dog is not playing a game when they sniff you. They are drawing a map, and your body is on that map. If your dog begins sniffing you in an unusual and persistent way, take it seriously. It may be a signal not to call a vet, but to visit a doctor for a checkup. Did your dog retreat to the bathroom long before a storm arrived? Or suddenly start shadowing your every move? When you learn that this behavior is universal among dogs, it starts to make sense. Dogs detect the change in electrostatic charge in the atmosphere, the drop in barometric pressure, and the infrasound of approaching thunder before a storm. Beyond that, a study published in the journal Frontiers in Zoology found that dogs can sense the Earth's magnetic field and even align their bodies along a north-south axis when defecating. Yes, you read that correctly. Your dog carries a compass, just on the inside. A dog that panics before a storm is not being cowardly. They are biologically preparing for an incoming electrical charge. The best thing you can do is stay with them and speak in a calm, steady tone. If you thought, wait, that's my dog, while watching any of this, that's a good sign. It means you have a real connection with them. If this content is adding value to your life, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can reach more dog owners. Every like helps this information find its way to more dogs and the people who love them. Now let's move into the second half of our list. And trust me, this is where it gets truly interesting. Have you ever noticed your dog already on their feet before you've even made the decision to get up and get them something? That is not a coincidence. That is the product of thousands of years of coevolution. Research by Dr. Adam Miklosi and his team at Budapest's Eötvös Loránd University shows that dogs can read human eye movements, body orientation, and muscular microtension, the tiny muscle contractions that form before a movement even begins. The moment you decide to stand up, your body announces it in milliseconds, and your dog processes that announcement. But here is the critical point. This ability is a product of the dog's trust in you. Dogs whose owners behave unpredictably, making sudden noises or sending inconsistent messages through their body language, gradually lose this skill. Trust keeps a biological communication channel open, If your dog can read you, it means you are being consistent. That is not a small thing. When you came home after your most grueling work meeting, did your dog behave differently toward you? Maybe they were quieter than usual. Maybe they sniffed you a little longer. They felt something. That word is exactly right. Research published in PLOS 1 in 2022 by Dr. Clara Wilson of Queen's University Belfast shows that dogs can distinguish cortisol, adrenaline, and other biochemical markers released during human stress through sweat and breath. In the study, dogs correctly distinguished between samples taken from the same person during calm and stressed states with 93% accuracy. This means your dog may not understand the sentence, "I had a fight with my boss today," but they are reading the chemical signature that fight left on your body. And when they come and lie quietly beside you without waiting for anything in return, that is their answer. And now we come to the deepest point on this list. Your dog is not only detecting your mood, they are mirroring it. Researchers at Linköping University in Sweden published striking findings showing that dogs of owners experiencing long-term anxiety also had chronically elevated cortisol levels. The stress synchrony between the two was so strong that the dog could be said to have physiologically adopted the owner's general emotional state. This is the biochemical evidence of a phenomenon known as behavioral mirroring. Is your dog calm? You are probably calm most of the time too. Is your dog constantly tense and reactive? That sometimes comes not from an environmental trigger, but from the owner's chronic inner tension. This is not an accusation, it is a mirror. Your dog is reflecting back to you what lives inside you. And while doing so, they don't say a single word. They don't make a single judgment. We've moved through all 6 points together: earthquakes, storms, illness, stress, intention, and mood. But did you notice? Every single one of them is saying the same thing. Your dog is not connected to you through some quantum-level mystical bond. They are truly reading you, through senses honed by millions of years of evolution. And that reading is built on trust. When you are consistent with them, those channels stay open. When you hear them, they hear you. And their quiet approaches, the way they settle beside you, the way they look at you, none of that is coincidence. These are everything a living being is trying to say to you. Keep listening to them, because they are always speaking. Goodbye.